Bonjour, everybody. Hi, this is Neshi Lolkatz on Star Nation's fan page. I was just doing something for Star Nations, and I thought maybe you guys would be interested in what I'm doing. A lot of people don't know this, but every day I do a card draw, and I post it on Instagram. And it gets shared to this page as well. And I usually do that right away in the morning. But today, things got a little busy around here, and I didn't get to the card draw quite as quick today as I usually do. And I was just going to get started to get it posted, and I realized that maybe, hey Carla Joe, you guys would be interested in how I do this and why I do it, right? And what I did today is I got out a different deck because I usually use the Sweat Lodge cards. And I was thinking, I haven't used, it's by Jamie Sams, the Sacred Path cards, and I like the Sacred Path cards. I don't know, that's probably going to end up backwards. Hey, Carla Joe. And I like the cards, this is the back of them. And the God's Eye, right, symbol on there. And I like this deck. I've had it for a really long time. I usually use it during drum making workshops. And so anyway, I did my card draw today. And I thought, let's talk about this one. Because it's really, really interesting in how this came about. The card I drew is called Fire Medicine. And it's about passion and spontaneity. Okay, let's see if I move that back just a little bit. You might be able to see it better. Fire medicine. And in the fire, the element of fire is one of the four elements, right? That many of the indigenous people we've known about for a really long time. And if we go back far enough, everybody's indigenous to somewhere. And fire has become known as to sustain life in a comfortable way, right? Because we're able to keep warm and cook our food and that sort of thing. But there's many different ways of talking about fire. There is the fire that we use to cook with. There's the fire that we use in a sacred way, the sacred fire. And as a Potawatomi, that's where I'm enrolled with, the Potawatomi Nation, we're known as the fire keepers. And so we have the sacred fire. And in the old days, like my grandfather's generation and older, my Misho, they would have a sacred fire at least 4 times a year and do ceremony with and for the fire. And even generations before that, before electricity, they would, every morning, they would do a smaller ceremony and putting tobacco into the fire for prayers. But this particular card actually is talking more about our inner fire, our spirit, our inner fire. And as you can see in this card, the man is standing right in the center of the fire. Palms facing out and looking upward, right? And for me, this card is about our inner fire and our creativity. Hi, Jocelyn. And it's, the card is about passion and spontaneity. Well, our creativity, we've all kind of been there when we're kind of trying to figure out how to do something or trying to learn something new, that we have these sparks of insight, these sparks of, if I could do it this way, or maybe I could do it that way. So this card to me, is about how our inner fire is connected to Grandmother Earth's inner fire at her core, and also Grandfather Sky, the sun. And so you have the 3 fires, right? And they come together within us as a spiritual being. at our center, and we can feel the fire of Grandmother Earth and Grandfather Sky. And it is that spark that gives us the creativity, I think. Creativity, right? But what Jamie Sams had to say about this one, and this is what jumped out at me at the meaning of the card, is that that if you have any judgments about passion, be it your own or someone else's, is that's an insight for you. That's something for you to look at, not to turn away from or to think that it's something that makes you uncomfortable, right? Is to actually turn and look at it. What is that piece for you? And the other thing that she said that caught my eye was that fire medicine insists that we use the fire within to fuel our lives with energy. This energy comes from Mother Earth's passions, physicality, and Grandfather Sun's spontaneous love. When we're in balance, this divine union sparks our natural desire for experiencing life. It's the spontaneity that is already happening within you, and to continue that. And what struck me on that was the balance piece. Because, once a month, on my live stream show, Communications from Home, we're doing the Unity Breath guided meditation. And that's all about balance, and it's all about Grandmother Earth and Grandfather Sky, and have them coming to us and in us, and where they meet, right? And they meet in our heart, both our physical heart and our spiritual heart. And they have so much love for each other and for us that they help us with our physical life. And it's that joy. When we're in balance, we can feel the joy, right? So that was the card draw for today. And I'm going to be posting this on the Instagram account, and you guys will see. We'll share it to Facebook too. But I wanted to show this to you because I thought, this is really about, for all of us, is to recognize our inner fire. And it's a spiritual fire, right? It's a sacred fire. Yeah. So I didn't want to keep you guys too long. I just wanted to share that with you. And if you guys like this, like it in all kinds of different ways, I can do this, more often and share my daily card draw. And usually I do it, my intention for the card draw on a daily basis is what information or energy is important for me to know for today and that I can share with others. And so that's how I started sharing it on Instagram, is sharing it with others. And so if you like this, we can do this. I'll try to find a time in the morning. Sometimes mornings around here gets kind of hectic. When you're taking care of a 98-year-old, you're kind of going by their pace and time frame for things. And if I can fit it in the morning, I will definitely share it with you guys. And you guys can take it how it means for you personally. Okay, so fire medicine, your internal spiritual fire at your core. With that, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's afternoon here and close to 2 o'clock, I think. And it's actually pretty nice out. We're in the 70s again, and it's a little bit cloudy. We're supposed to have more thunderstorms, thunder beams later this afternoon. So, oh, thank you, Carla Jo. Alexis, thank you. Absolutely. We'll see you again tomorrow, probably in the morning, so you guys can have the energy of the day going forward, and you can discern for yourself, right, how it fits you. All right. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. If I can turn it off.